What up, everybody? Just finished watching Dracula from 1931, the very first ever made Dracula movie. Up next is Frankenstein. As a kid, I think I might have seen it on TV, never watched the whole thing. Obviously, as an adult, it appeals to me a lot more, especially with the black and white. I was a bit confused as to why they released this on 4K. If you want to see what the case looks like in the cover art, I have that in my YouTube short. If you don't mind checking that out, it'd be greatly appreciated. But I was a bit confused because it's a black and white movie. Compared to like the VHS and how the movie originally came out, it looks a lot sharper. Just the image quality, it's still black and white, 3:4 aspect ratio with the black bars on the side, but it still looks really sharp. Obviously, there's no colors, so there's no HDR. But for a black and white movie that came out in the 30s, it looks really sharp and really clean. The movie itself is. I did not think I was going to like it as much as I did. I love how simple it is. It mainly focuses on Dracula and maybe one other character, and the police investigating Dracula, which I found really, really cool. The movie isn't even an hour and a half. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. So if you're looking for something different, something unique, something that's old, but, it still holds up, I would really recommend this movie. The man that plays Dracula, I'm sorry I don't know his name, but his performance here is just, even all these years later, I was thinking, it came out in the 30s, the acting is going to be a bit cheesy, which it is, but for the most part, the man who plays Dracula, Renfield also, they do such a good job. The investigators, everyone does such a good job. The investigators are so keen on, catching Dracula, and it's just a really good story that hasn't been told to death, and they're not remaking the hell out of it. And it's just simple. This explains why people were so happy in the 1930s. Obviously, I don't know if Frankenstein came out before this, but, the whole monster thing is starting to make a little bit of a comeback, especially with the last voyage of the Demeter, if I said that right. By the way, probably my favorite movie of this year so far. We do have a couple of months left, but that movie was just awesome. So the 4K disc, I think, is worth a buy just for having it and just for the crystal clear image. Where I think they dropped the ball with this disc, it's not a perfect disc, unfortunately. It does have Dolby Atmos, and it does help, but I feel like the audio could be a lot more clear. I was going to go turn on subtitles, but for some reason, there's no English subtitles, there's only Dutch, and a couple of other languages I don't know. I only know English. So not having English subtitles, that's like the bare bone, man. Like, how do you not have that? That was kind of a bummer, because some of the scenes, there is Dolby Atmos and it is loud, but I think that the audio could be more clear, if that makes sense. You still have the fuzz in the background because the movie's so old. So they have I think it's called DTS. I don't know what it stands for, but it's the type of audio track that they went with. Dolby Atmos just makes everything more loud. It doesn't make it more clear. So they went with I think it's like a 3 or 4.1 surround mix, and it's really not the best. I think they could have done better for the transfer. But other than that, that's my only complaint. If that wasn't a complaint, this would be a 10 out of 10 disc. But just, you got to listen to every single word, especially when there's not subtitles, which really would have helped. But overall, a great disc for $20. I think this is a steal. Another one to add to the collection. I don't have any old movies in my 4K collection. This is the first one. And this is a movie I would definitely 100% go back and watch, even though I know what happens. I would definitely watch it. I'm doing a review of Bram Stoker's Dracula, but that won't be until the weekend. Tonight I'm going to be watching the very first Exorcist for the first time. And then that review will come out tomorrow. And Thursday night, I'm going to go see Exorcist Believer. And then that review will come out on Friday. And then Saturday, I think I'm going to do Dracula. And then Sunday will be Parasite. So, got a lot of videos coming out. Thank you guys for the support. I'm at 178 subscribers. Might not sound like a lot for you guys, but for a kid that just reviews movies, that's a lot to me. YouTube actually made it a lot easier to get monetized. I thought they would make it harder. They cut the subscriber growth in half. You used to need 1,000 to get monetized. Now you only need 500. So I'm like a quarter way there. Thank you guys so much. Just got to keep going. And for, I think, long format videos, you need 1,000. No, that's where they made it a bit worse. The subscriber count is less, but your full length videos, like what I usually make, I have to have 3,000 total watch hours or 10 million watch hours in YouTube Shorts. So far, I'm not that far on both of those. I do have a decent amount of watch time. I think I could be better. I feel like I'm being a little bit screwed over by the algorithm. Like some of my videos get like 130 views, and I mean, people aren't watching them for that long. So if I can do anything better, let me know. Yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't really care if I get monetized or not. I enjoy talking about movies. I love the art. I love everything about it. So if I'm not making money from it, I really don't care. As long as you guys like listening to me, like my reviews, like my style. It's pretty plain and simple. I'm going to keep it coming. And hopefully by the end of the month, I'll at least be at 200. 22 more subscribers. I think we can do it. Thank you so much for everyone that has stuck around since the beginning. There is a lot of you, and I really appreciate it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay safe. Peace.